What's up everybody, welcome to another honest comparison video. Today I have this Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. Oppo Find X5 Pro is a bit expensive than OnePlus 10 Pro. Actually, the specification of these two smartphones are almost the same. There is only a bit of a difference. Mostly the differences are in camera segment, the rear camera segment. Well, let us first check what things we have got inside the box of these two smartphones. OnePlus 10 Pro and Oppo Find X5 Pro both comes with TPU silicon protective case. I really have expected more than this because these smartphones are super flagship smartphones and costs more than $1,000. And for the first time, OnePlus has openly provided Oppo accessories in OnePlus box, like this 80-watt charger that I have got inside OnePlus box says 80-watt Super VOOC. This is 100% same as the Oppo 80-watt Super VOOC charger. It's totally identical. Also, OnePlus 10 Pro comes with ColorOS in China. Yeah, a lot of people are praising OnePlus that okay, OnePlus is bringing OxygenOS back in international edition. In global market, OnePlus will again sell OnePlus with OxygenOS. Okay, the first thing is OnePlus have never sold any OnePlus device with ColorOS, and they won't say that it's ColorOS, but the global edition of OnePlus 10 Pro is also gonna have the same ColorOS that the Chinese version have, but the name is different. The name is gonna be OxygenOS. That's the difference. Nothing else. All the core elements are retained from ColorOS. Well, let's continue with what things we have got inside the box. Inside the box, you will also get a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. This is almost a downgrade because last generation OnePlus devices came with USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and those charging bricks at least said Warp Charge 65, but now it's pretty open. It's Oppo, it says Super VOOC. Well, these are the things that we have got inside the box. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recharge these smartphones. I have already drained these smartphones down to 0%. Both of these two smartphones comes with 5000 mAh battery and 80-watt Super VOOC charger. So charging speed should be the same, but I want to check if there is any difference or not. After I recharge these smartphones, I will give these smartphones 2 hours of time to get cooled down, and then I will run Antutu benchmark, 3D Mark the Gamers benchmark, and I will also do CPU thermal throttling test. But before we start, if you end up liking this video, then please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscription button is down there. On YouTube, it's for free. If you like it, then please go ahead, support this channel. OnePlus 10 Pro and Oppo Find X5 Pro both comes with the same 5000 mAh battery and the same 80-watt Super VOOC charger. But OnePlus 10 Pro always gets charged faster than Oppo Find X5 Pro. On the other hand, in real life usage, Oppo Find X5 Pro offers around 20 to 30 minutes extra screen on time, so I think it's a tie. One offers 10% faster charging speed and another offers longer battery life. This happens cause that's how Oppo and OnePlus have tuned their OS. This is a very good effort to make some differentiation, while actually there is almost no difference in hardware. This is our Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. Well, both of these are premium flagship smartphones. In hand, both feels premium, but the rear panel is so much different. Oppo Find X5 Pro comes with a glossy and smooth rear panel, while OnePlus 10 Pro has anti-glare matte finish, which isn't aesthetic. You will feel it, and this is nightmare for fingerprints. I like this cause I hate smudges and fingerprints. Side by side, I must say, in hand Oppo Find X5 Pro provides much more premium feelings. It's a bit heavier than OnePlus 10 Pro and it has that posh and elite vibe, while OnePlus 10 Pro feels like an ordinary flagship. I know we all have our own personal preferences, and depending on preference, you may like any of these. I would go with Oppo Find X5 Pro if it's about design and outlook. And again, if it's about in-hand feelings, then definitely I will again choose Oppo Find X5 Pro. Oppo Find X5 Pro is on the left side and OnePlus 10 Pro is on the right side. Side by side, you will only notice similarities. On top, both got antenna bands and a secondary noise cancellation microphone. At the bottom, you will find a speaker grill, USB-C port, primary microphone and dual SIM compact SIM tray. Everything is in the same place of these two smartphones. Power button is on the right side. Okay, OnePlus has a sound profile slider on top of the power button, and both the smartphones got their volume rockers on the left side. Even if I'm intrigued to use both of these OnePlus 10 Pro and Oppo Find X5 Pro without the protective case, but if you wanna know, then here it is. It looks a bit different with the protective cases. Also, in-hand feelings got changed. With the protective case on, both the Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro feels much cheaper than the actual real smartphone feelings. One more time, I want to mention design-wise, there is nothing new, nothing attractive, and I'm not impressed by any of these two smartphones' outlook and design. Before we talk about UI and benchmarks, let's talk about camera performance, cause this is the segment where everything is different between Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. Oppo Find X5 Pro comes with two Sony IMX766 sensors, one for the wide lens and another for the ultra wide lens. While OnePlus 10 Pro got a Sony IMX789 for the wide lens and a Samsung ISOCELL JN1 50 megapixel sensor for the ultra wide lens. Oppo Find X5 Pro got a Samsung ISOCELL 13 megapixel sensor for its 2x telephoto lens, while OnePlus 10 Pro comes with the OmniVision PureCell 8 megapixel sensor for its 3.3x telephoto lens. Well, I have done a separate camera comparison between this Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. I will leave a link over there, and if you're interested, go ahead watch this video. Also, I will leave a link in the description box below. I believe OnePlus 10 Pro is getting much better with new updates, and OnePlus 10 Pro camera performance is a bit better than Oppo Find X5 Pro. Both of these two smartphones comes with the same color OS, even if in global market OnePlus will put the name Oxygen OS, but under the hood it's gonna be the same color OS algorithm. Android 12 out of the box, and that's standard for any flagship of 2022. All the features are the same, there is not much of a difference, even the spatial features are the same fingerprint sensor and the same haptic motor, means it's the same feelings, the same experience. There is no such difference in real life usage. To enroll fingerprint, it's the same process and both works perfectly well. No issues, no complaints, and none of these two is better than the other. One more time, I have to use the word similar. Rather, I think I should say identical. Display features are no different. Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro comes with the same display panel, and it's very difficult to differentiate as all the options and features are there in both of the smartphones. However, Oppo has an extra option, that's adaptive sleep, and I think Oppo color calibration is a bit different than OnePlus. Both comes with QHD Plus 1440p LTPO2 AMOLED panel, 6.7-inch 525 ppi density, and protected by Gorilla Glass Victus. 120Hz is also a standard option for all the flagships. Yeah, there are two options like standard and high. High means 120Hz and standard means 60Hz. Okay, I will let you go through this, check the display performance by yourself and enjoy the music by Nefex. Now it's time for Antutu benchmark. We will run Antutu benchmark a few times to check whether there is any thermal throttling or not. You can see both the phones are fully charged, and Oppo Find X5 Pro is a bit cooler than OnePlus 10 Pro in ambient room temperature. Let's run Antutu benchmark and check. Can we get that 1 million score or what? I personally do not prefer Antutu benchmark. I prefer 3DMark the Gamer's benchmark more, and we will also run that after this Antutu test. Okay, after the first run, yeah, OnePlus 10 Pro has got a better score, 982,000, while Oppo Find X5 Pro has only managed to get 969,000. Without wasting time, let's run again. Let's see whether there is any thermal throttling or not. Okay, wow, the scores are giving me mixed feelings. OnePlus 10 Pro has got 890,000 while Oppo Find X5 Pro has only managed to get 877,000. There is a huge difference between the first and the second run scores, which clearly shows that there is thermal throttling. I don't know why these smartphones costs a lot and performance isn't as good as other premium flagships. Actually, this 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme Stress Test is a nightmare for any smartphone. There are 20 loops and it takes about 20 minutes to finish and provides a lot of useful and correct information. Okay, both have managed to get good scores, but let's see the loop scores. Oppo Find X5 Pro has got 2586 in first loop and 2502 in second loop, but it has got 1623 in 20th loop. The real drop was in fourth loop. On the other hand, OnePlus 10 Pro has got 2599 in first loop and 2519 in second loop, but also has only managed to get around 1600 in 20th loop. The real drop was in 6th loop. Both have performed similarly. There is clear evidence of thermal throttling. I really had better expectations. OnePlus 10 Pro and Oppo Find X5 Pro has similar stability, which is way below than other true flagships. And if you really want to do some nitpicking, then Oppo Find X5 Pro has drained 1% less battery than OnePlus 10 Pro. Okay, we haven't tested the stereo speaker setup of these two smartphones. Before we talk about gaming performance, let's listen to some music. I think both have performed similarly and there is no such difference. But let's see whether you can find any difference or not. Time to evaluate gaming performance. The truth is, in real life, there is no. I repeat, there is zero difference in gaming performance. You can play all the games and there isn't no issue. But if you are a hardcore gamer, then definitely these are not for you. Cause after an hour, both will start to show hint of lagging and graphics intensive games may suffer a bit. But that's nothing heavy. I'm just mentioning this cause these two smartphones cost more than $1,000 and I had better expectations. I think we all have better expectations from smartphones which costs more than $1,000. Both has the same hyper boost. You can select Pro Gamer mode in performance settings for better performance and ultra steady frame rate option for steady frame rate. Usually both offers battery smooth gaming experience with very good and more importantly stable steady frame rate. But if you keep playing games for hours, both of these two gradually generates heat and there will be throttling. But the display panels of these two smartphones are amazingly well and perfect for gaming. Okay, it's time for verdict. What do you think? Which one you are gonna choose? I'm gonna choose OnePlus 10 Pro cause this one costs way less than Oppo Find X5 Pro and performance is slightly better than Oppo Find X5 Pro. Altogether, considering price, performance and future updates and many other issues, I would go with OnePlus 10 Pro. Well, if you have any question about these two smartphones or if you have any question about any other smartphones, please make a comment and let me know. Also, don't forget to make a comment and share your thoughts and ideas about these two smartphones. If you have liked this video, then please click on the like button, and if you have loved this video, if this video was helpful for you, then please kindly subscribe to this channel, support true content.